We did it! We unlocked Gunny 3 and we went through it all to see what better parts we finally get, and there's def some cool stuff. Now this video is going to reference everything we learned from my Meta M4 video. If you haven't already watched it, I'll link it down in the description and I'll toss it up here. This video will make a lot more sense. If you've already seen it, let's go! We'll cover a few other things, but mainly focus on the parts for these builds. We're going to build the Meta Long Range Mark 18, and later in the video, we're going to build the Meta Mark 18 SBR, so stick around for that one. As soon as you unlock Gunny 3, you will see we finally got the Mark 18 parts, and we have 3 pre-builds. 2 with a 16-inch barrel, and the other with a 20-inch barrel. The only stat difference between the two 16s is recoil control and arm stamina drain. The stamina drain from the Daniel Defense Foregrip is pretty high, which is fine for CQB, close quarters combat, but it can become a problem with any engagements from a medium distance. When your stamina is drained, the effect is pretty brutal. You have to stop shooting because you can't hit anything with all that sway. The third gun is most expensive, but my pick over the 3 because of the accuracy with the 20-inch barrel. The MOA is the lowest, meaning the most accurate in distance. It has great recoil control while reducing arm stamina drain by 12%, with better handling than the other 2. Sold. This is almost the perfect long-range Mark 18 build, except for one thing: the stock. Gunny 3 now offers the MOE Stock. MOE is short for Magpul Original Equipment. This Magpul stock's not like the rest. You're able to attach an extended rubber pad which adds another 4% recoil control without affecting any other stat like arm stamina drain. This is the golden nugget. If you don't know, now you know. Now I did find one thing interesting. You would think that the Daniel Defense lower would have better stats than the M4 lower, but the stats are the same. In fact, the M4 lower seems to be lighter. It only seems logical to use the M4 lower on my builds unless they end up correcting it and show that the Daniel Defense lower is indeed the better option. Let's go over a few other new parts you unlock with Gunny 3. The AR 18-inch barrel. You can't purchase the 20-inch barrel unless you buy the pre-built and you mod it. The SCH charging handle now comes in desert. It still has the same stats as the black one. The AFG foregrip black is for rails and desert is for M-lock. This is my go-to grip now. Look at the stats. Plus 4% recoil control, 16% less arm stamina drain, and plus 6% weapon handling. Beast. The M-lock version is lighter, but not worth using an M-lock handguard with less stats. The DD foregrip is huge on recoil, but kills the ADS weapon handling and arm stamina drain. The DD RIS II Handguards in 9.5 and 12 come in both desert and black. The FSP option has a notch for the front sight post if you want to rock iron sights. The X7M M-lock handguards in 7, 13, and 15. And the M870 and the M590 both get quad rails for all the attachments. Which brings to mind, when are we going to get flashlights and lasers? The Vulcan F1 and M1 Hider both reduce recoil by 20%. The DD grip has great recoil control and weapon handling, but increases arm stamina drain. This is the scope you should be using for all mid to long range shots. The Razor is so much better than the Voodoo in my opinion. The lens is so big and the frame is so small, it's really easy to look through. You'll need a 30mm ring for the scope. I prefer the low rings, but it's completely personal preference. See which one works best for you. The 5.56 got a new suppressor, the QDSS, and you mount it with the QAC QD hider. It reduces recoil by 5%, but increases dispersion by 4%. That's the bullet spread. It also decreases ADS weapon handling by 4% as well. Compared to the RC1, I think I would rather have a little more recoil and more accurate shots than less recoil and less accurate shots, if that makes sense. For me, it's about accuracy. Last is the Mark 18 Upper. This is lighter than the M4 Upper, so we'll be using this one in our builds along with the lighter M4 Lower. Alright, now let's build a Meta Mark 18 SBR for this close quarter fights. This build is mainly focused on weapon handling for quicker ADS and recoil control for those spray and pray moments when someone's in your face. It's really effective inside buildings like YBL, Fort Nerith headquarters, and others. Grab the M4 Lower, 60 round mag, 10.5-inch barrel, Supreme charging handle, 510C Holosun reflex, the AFG2 foregrip, the JPGS gas block, RIS II 9.5-inch FDE handguard. I'm gonna go with the Vulcan M1 Hider. I'm gonna go with the Daniel Defense grip, the butt pad, buffer tube, MOE Stock, and then the MK18 Upper. Less than $3 grand. I'm trying to grow my channel, so if this video helped at all, give it a like. And let me know in the comments which gun you like better, the AK platform or the AR platform. I'd love to know. If you want to catch more of my videos, subscribing to my channel is free. Appreciate you all. Thanks for watching.